That shit really jamming though. What's happening, man? Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Sauce McKenzie, obviously, and I appreciate you for having me, sharing your time with me. Today, I'll be trying something new, man. I'm trying not to curse as much. Justice Mike a little bit. I'm trying not to curse as much because this is going to be basketball-centered. So I do want the coaches, I want their fans to hear me. So if you're hearing this around Indiana and you tuning in, you see that logo, it's not going to be a lot of profanity. I'm going to try to keep it clean. I know I got a lot of grandmas and grandpas and nieces and nephews, a lot of teenagers listen. So for the sake of production, I just think it's wise. I thought it would be wise, and I discussed it with my team. I think it's going to be wise for me to cut back on the profanity, especially when I'm talking basketball, especially Indiana high school basketball. In college, you might get something, but even then, I just want to scale back because even some kids was like, man, my parents won't let me listen to some of the cursing, and I'm like, nah, I ain't finna miss that money, bro. I'm intelligent enough to use too many words. So with that being said, welcome. I'm your host, Big Sauce. I'm him. Jack of all trades, master of more. Just a dude out here trying to make some shake, man. Father, husband, hustler, genius, scout, podcast host, coach, trainer. Whatever you need me to be, I'm him. You know what I mean? It's Thursday. It's been a long week, slow week. Had a couple of things going on. Had some home repairs I had to get done. So I wasn't able to record. Then I went to my other spot, wasn't able to record. So I was just kind of chilling, gathering information, doing a lot of hustling. Been in the gym, had a great weekend at Charlie Hughes. Coaching with Warren Central freshman. My guy Terrence Miles got the job. And he gave me a call when he first got it. He was like, man, I ain't doing it unless you come with me, at least in the beginning. So I got over there. I got with those kids from Warren, man, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I've been in Nap 20 years. I was born and raised in Gary. Like, I like lighting that spark in kids' eyes, man. You know what I mean? Like, communities like that, they just need somebody to believe in them. You know what I'm saying? Because people are already stereotyping them early. So, you get to a school like Warren shit, like, where it's real outside. It's just like, man, you make them people happy, like, you really doing some shit. You know what I mean? Especially, like, the middle school teams won one game last year, a couple of them. So me and Matt got in there beginning of June. First practice, you'd have been like, man, they might win 4 games. We end up going 11-1, average 70-some points a game. Probably got at least 2 to 3 players that'll probably be playing varsity, maybe one for sure, and then possibly a couple more. And then we got, we got some other players that's just gonna keep grinding. That's gonna be varsity players, all because that's secret sauce. You know what I mean? And like, Miles is like, since Rodney left and then Dabney retired, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga just been my capo the whole time. Like, always loyal. Nigga approach me like, bro, you can coach, put me on. And I'm like, why you approach me, my nigga? He like, bro, everybody was telling me how bad you was. I had to see why they hate this nigga. And he found out why. So like, I taught him all my drills, most of my drills, my practices, my techniques. I just want to leave him with something. So like, I blessed Lawrence Central last year. I had vowed if I left this city, I was going to bless it a little bit for holding me down for 20 years and shit. So I blessed Lawrence Central girls last year, even though I hate how that shit turned out with the coaching staff and shit. But I still like coaching them girls, like walking in the gym with a gym full of like young black girls, driving a bus for 4-5 hours, knowing like I'm responsible, I'm coach, you know, it's an indescribable feeling, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna regret what I spent with them. I do regret some of the sweat equity I gave to the adults, some of the leeway, and I'll probably discuss that in depth a little later. But I did get to bless the East Side, but like, ain't nothing like blessing Warren Township. It's just different over there. Like, it's just a hunger. People kind of say what they want to say. Don't be no fucking, like when you in Pike, you like certain areas, like people like to double talk. They be scared to tell you what's on their mind. Like, them people over there, they ain't gonna be bullshitting with you. Excuse me. They not gonna be playing with you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you're not gonna have no false sense of where you stand with people. And that's the story of my life. Like, bro, just be real with me. Like, if you want me to get the hell away from you, bro, I get the hell away from you. Cause if I want you to get away from me, I'm gonna tell you to get away from me. I'm not gonna never tell you we cool. So I just like to be able to take that group of kids, teach them the game, get them to believe in me, get them parents to believe in me in less than 30 days. Me and my guy Mac, just another amazing feat. Like, just, it's got me rejuvenated just knowing I could do it. So this last weekend at Charlie Hughes was really good, man. It was even the freshmen was competitive. When we weren't playing, you know, I was doing a lot of scouting. There was a lot of teams I wanted to see. I caught a lot of games, obviously. When I scout, I kind of avoid the big names. You know, I call that scouting for dummies. Ain't nothing wrong. Go see a great player play. You want to take them in for the first time. You know it's going to get you clicks. I don't do nothing for clicks. I've never posted on social media for clicks. I mean, you can obviously see my Facebook and my Twitter and know I don't do nothing for likes. I just say whatever I want, whenever I want, whatever I feel. So same rules apply to scouting, same ethics. Like, I mean, it's easy to go to the main gym in Carmel and be like, oh shit, we got a good one, Kokomo and Fishers. That's not really scouting, bro. You just a fan with a microphone like me. I want to go in the gym and be like, yo, who is that? Oh, that's Shorty from Portage. He nice. And then talk about him and then watch him blow up later. Like, I find the gyms. I don't just polish them. I find them. You know what I mean? Polish them, dust them off. Everybody else just be like, oh man, he nice. Look at him. So the scouting was good. A lot of teams I was impressed with. I was impressed with Lutheran, obviously. Everybody know I'm a big fan of Remus Woods. It's no playing about that. Like, I remember his hustle. I seen him come up. He's been on here a couple times. Like, he just treat people right. You know what I mean? He treat his coaches right. He treat his players right. Get his kids to school. He worked well with his football coaches. And he just never got a kid talking bad about him. You know what I mean? So, and he can coach his ass off. You know what I mean? Like, winning state championship 1A ain't easy because a lot of 1A schools aren't in rural areas. I mean, are not in urban areas. So you playing all the country schools. You dealing with kids who probably based on more skill than athleticism. Excuse me. But you're playing kids who probably, you know, versed in more skills and athleticism. You playing a lot of referees, mostly probably don't even see a lot of urban kids. So to take a 1A school and win a championship was just impressive. And even at Charlie Hills, his kids were just getting better and better and better. And they stay in the gym. You know what I mean? Even his assistant coaches are more intelligent than 70% of the head coaches I talk to. So, like, they just got a decided advantage over a lot of people because there's just a lot of dumb people coaching. So you get 3-4 smart dudes on the staff, like, they gonna win 85-90% of his games. And then the main thing I really like about Lutheran before I move on is because with that situation, none of his coaches aspire to stab him in the back. So it's not a power play. He lets his assistants do their thing. He does his thing. And it's not that jealousy. I've been in situations where I'm such a good coach after practice, the coach will be like, 1, 2, 3, break it down, let's go. I'm like, damn, I can't say nothing. I just taught these kids how to make layups and then mic and drills and 1, 2, 3, break it down, let's go. Let's get out of here. Cause it's just like my flavor, my R, it's like you can't turn it off, so you just gotta get away from it. It's gonna start making you act crazy. But he don't gotta deal with that, and I just think that's a big bonus. I saw Maryville. I couldn't see him a lot. I couldn't get a chance to talk to Coach Patton because I was kind of on the move. But I think Coach Bo Patton is probably one of the 5 best coaches in Indiana, in my opinion. I just think he's a brilliant basketball mind. I think he's a better person, better human being. I just think that the kids in Maryville are in really good hands. I mean, it kills me to say that because I went to West Side. I just think right now, Maryville is just the best situation in Northwest Indiana. I mean, he can coach. Like, you know, like when you take a kid, right? And you just in the gym with him every day, and that kid go from, man, he couldn't even fucking play a game, score 2 points in 21, to where he's a competent basketball player. Then he's a competent JV player. Then he's a varsity player. And then he go to school, I don't care if it's D6. Bro, that's coaching. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes like to get kids that's trajectory is D1 by 7th, 8th grade and then turn them into NAIA and be like, I got you, little bro. No, bro, you destructive. You nuclear. So, like, I love what Maryville's doing. I just want Maryville to understand what y'all got, bro. Y'all still Maryville, so I know it's probably about a couple of 90-year-olds probably don't understand what y'all got. The boy can coach, so the man can coach, so y'all fuck up. It's gonna be the hottest name in the state, man. I like Maryville. Who else I got? I saw Perry Meridian. I like Perry Meridian. I like McFarland. He's young, energetic. Know how to talk a little bit. His kids believe in him. They walking with a lot more confidence, playing with a lot more freedom, getting up and down the court. It's different. You know, it ain't all that 37 flex, 19 screens, 7-7 at halftime. Like, nobody want to see that, man. You know what I'm saying? And he got them running. When I watch new coaches, especially white coaches, I watch how the black kids relate to him. You know what I'm saying? And I see how he relate to his kids. I see how they talk to their players. I watch white coaches and how they deal with black players. And especially on like integrated teams. You know what I'm saying? That's such a 1970s word, but like teams with just, I guess this is the word, integrated, where it's just like, because, you know, you want to make sure that like kids are getting treated fair. Because I don't care how good of a coach you are, if you're not treating kids fair for a certain reason, then I will never like say nothing about you. Like, I just don't have no respect for you. Like, it's a lot of good coaches in Indiana. I think brilliant coaches, but they just slime ball human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just so unethical as humans that it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it's not really a thing about dogging somebody out. It's just about the people that I like their character. I respect their character. Then those are the people I kind of take into account they coaching. You know what I mean? That was good. Who else I got on the list? Let me see. I know I had Perry on there. I had Maryville. Y'all got to excuse me, bro. I'm getting a little old. I had Perry on there. I had Maryville. Greensburg. Greensburg's really good, man. I like Greensburg. They got my guy Busick over there. Coach Busick is a just I just think a very underrated coach. Even in Zionsville, I was a big fan of his. I love his zone concepts. He's basically the Jim Boeheim of high school basketball when it comes to zone. I love the way he let his shooters get up and down. I just like Greensburg. I've always just been a fan of Sean Busick. He's a region guy, so you know that too. I just like what they do. I think he's in a spot to where it can really, really, really go to another level. You know what I mean? The next squad, right, to me, is Hammond No. Hammond No was extremely impressive. To me, though, them and Maryville, like 1-2 in the region, just for like, if I had a nephew or something, he was like, what school should I send my son to? It'd be Bishop Noel or Maryville. Those Bishop Noel coaches, I didn't really have a chance to rap with them because I knew they were busy and I wanted to talk to some of their players, but I got the utmost respect for the way they play, the way they kids, and you can see from the skill work, like who really in the gym. Like you can look at and ones, left hands, opposite hands, pull-ups, floaters, runners, the way cats move the ball, you can, and them dudes in the gym. It's like 4 of them. And they got bags, bro. So not bad. When you say bags, most people think you mean some James Harden shit, 92 step backs that the scammers teach. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bag. When I say bag, I mean whatever it take to get that kid better. You know what I mean? Like, give me a cool 12 points, bro. I don't care how they look. It could be layups. You could look like it's 1950, bro. I don't care if you look like John Havlicek out there. Just do you. You know what I mean? And this, unfortunately, a lot of coaches, a lot of adults, we're just, y'all just too friendly with kids. You know what I'm saying? My son and I, we had a very, very, we had a lot of friction being his coach, being his dad. Because I didn't settle for nothing but discipline and maximum effort. And for a time, for a couple of years, through them teenage years where you really feeling yourself, you got to battle back with these kids, bro. Like, these kids want resistance, bro. Everybody, it's a human nature to push somebody and see how far you can go. You got to be like, look, man, I love you, but I'm not going for that. And it's just too many coaches. And that's just when we started hiring so many, like, outside of Mike Saunders, like, y'all probably should have chilled on the AAU guys, because a lot of these guys, they too buddy. Because, a lot of AAU coaches don't have no bag. They just got the money and the name, so they got to, like, do a lot of pandering to families. So they scared to tell good kids, like, hey, bro, you trash when you go left. Or when you go left, I know you only got 2 dribbles, so either you're going to pull up or spin back and we stealing it. They scared to tell them that because, like, they whole survival is off of, like, kissing booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of a better term, like, they don't know how to be like, nah, it's like, bro, I've had kids who were good be like, nah, man, look, bro, if I can't coach you, you can get the hell out of here. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a win with who wants to be here and who can be corrected and who can be talked to. Now, with that being said, every time a coach open his mouth or yell, and you can yell at kids if you love them and you teaching, but if you don't know how to break a press yourself, or you ain't got 3 or 4 offenses for every zone defense you facing, you probably need to stop worrying about what kids are doing, like the video games and parents, and you probably really need to focus on being a better coach. And I say all this to say that I saw like 3 or 4 coaches on that Knowles staff that are going to be very, very good coaches, like in any capacity. Because when I study coaches, and I ain't going to tell y'all everything I look for because I don't want y'all faking it, but not only do I watch the coach, that's easy. I watch his assistants. And I watch the players, how the players react to certain assistants. See, a lot of times, and this is what we went through at Weber State last year, certain assistants will have love fest with certain players or hate certain players, and that'll trickle down to the head coach. So we have to be cautious of not only who the head coach is, but sometimes that assistant can be poison. And that's, a thing too. So another thing, I say all this because in my opinion, Hammond Knowles is, the antithesis of that. They just the opposite, direct opposite, bro. They very disciplined. They coach together. Their kids extremely respectful. I seen one time they was playing, somebody switched up the defense. Man, they jumped on it without even the coach saying nothing. Kid, hey, you do this, do this. That's how my kids play. You know what I mean? Like, cause I correct everything. And like, if your kid can't be corrected, you can keep them at home, shorty. Or homie, whoever you are. And so I really, really, I want to have my eye on Hammond Knowles this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see him at somewhere downstate. You know what I mean? I'm going to get up to the region, catch a couple of games, definitely. But them and Maryville tops on my list, especially to see who I got next. Oh, Warren Central freshman. Come on now. I mean, and it ain't going to even be about me. This is about my guy Terrence Miles. You know what I mean? Like, we took these kids, man, and we cooperated. And my Coach Wise, too, I don't want to leave him out, man. Coach Wise, probably one of the smartest young minds in Indiana. Baseline, sideline plays, some of the best I seen. We talk concepts during the game. Brilliant. Like, so us three got together, man. We dominated. And really the game we lost, I didn't have my point guard. So technically, with a full roster, we was 11-0. You know what I mean? Averaging damn near 80 points a game. A lot of them kids went to Raymond Park. Raymond Park won one game. Stony Brook might not have won a game. Creston might have won 5 games, bro. Now these kids will compete with Ben Davis for the best freshman team in the city. You know what I mean? That Ben Davis-Warren freshman game going to be better than a lot of these varsity games. And that's just the effect of me, to be honest with you, and Miles. Because me and Miles run the same programs. And he's the first coach that I coach with in my life that's been at a higher position at the job and be like, bro, do your thing. Nobody doing that, man. Like, because if I do my thing, like, I'm going to show how stupid you are. I mean, not stupid, but I relate to kids and I'm smart. So most people ain't got both. Most people ain't got none, you know what I mean? But I relate to kids better than you and I'm smarter than you. So to a lot of head coaches, that's intimidating. She was intimidating to some of the coaches at LC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be talking, mother, take over your drill, cut you off. So, like, with Miles, just, you know, and Miles is a, you know, East Side Arsenal technique. He's a Indianapolis dude. You know what I mean? So he can relate to me. He ain't in his feelings, bro. Dude ain't never showed me a lick of jealousy, a lick of, man, I'm fighting for your spot. Matter of fact, I be telling him, bro, you need to let the world know what you be doing. Jalen Hooks, Booker, Anthony Ball, you need to let these cats know what you done did over here on the East Side, bro, and pop your collar. Fuck all that, bro. Excuse me. But you need to pop your collar. Because what happens is society want to tell you who should be the best, not who's the best. Like, if you ask dudes who the best 2022 coach, I bet you they gonna say somebody else and ask him what has he won. Put me at a high school and in 2 years we gonna win a sectional or you ain't gotta pay me. If you would have hired me, if somebody would have hired me at a high school in May and I'd have had to have Charlie Hughes, you would have won a sectional this year. But y'all just don't know what y'all doing. Like, everybody want to look out for somebody. He great, he great, he great. See, that's what this podcast does and the internet does. It allows smart people like me who could have been wrote off as being crazy or vindictive. I don't have nothing to be vindictive about, bro. I live in $1 million brick. Like, what am I vindictive about, bro? Like, come on, man. I was eating shrimp scampi for lunch when I was 16, bro. Like, I don't have nothing to be vindictive about. I came from nothing. So I'm never going back to nothing. I just try to help dudes who going through something or who probably living a life where basketball can get him an outlet. I relate to them and I'm fair. So, like, Warren Central, I get 2-3 years over there, they gonna win a couple back to back. And then not only that, like, probably most of the people that I respect in the city on that staff. You know what I'm saying? Miles, Brock, DeAndre Brock is my guy. Like, one of the smartest minds I know. Coach Beatty's one of the most brilliant basketball minds I know. And then Coach Byers is one of the smartest minds I know. So, like, for me to spar with them intellectually is just, it's a privilege. Like, that don't come every day. So, I just appreciate the East Side. Like, I just do. Like, even the parents, the way they thank you for coaching their kid, it's just different. So, I'm going to tell y'all, keep an eye on Warren, man. Keep an eye on Chase, Brody, Scott, my players. I ain't going to get all my players because if y'all call over there for transfers, I'm going to have somebody beat you up now. But all my players, man, they killers. You know what I mean? Shannon, my 8th grade, like, bro, we get to it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm going to be hard on your kid and fair to your kid. Bro, I don't care if you the president of Eli Lilly. I don't care if you slinging sacks. I'm going to treat your kid the same and give him the same opportunities. And that's the difference between me and these gatekeepers. These gatekeepers is looking for somebody to appease. And I honestly, I don't even care if the parent likes me. I care more about the kid liking me than the parent. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. Just show up. Like, I'm not here to please no parents, bro. I never care. Like, I'm going to please you by making your son the best player he can possibly be. If that don't please you, you can leave. Doors always open, G. Oh, yeah. It's never no such thing as locked doors unless you're incarcerated, homie. But that was a good. Now I got Zionsville. Zionsville freshman, though. Not the varsity, the freshman. The Zionsville freshman coach's name slips my mind. I don't want to be disrespectful, calling the wrong name. Big guy. Very, very, very brilliant offensive mind. I coached against him twice. He popped us the first game when I had my point guard. Strategically, that was the first game since I had been back that I felt like I was playing chess. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good right here. Like, that's the thing about finding somebody else, like being smart like me. I like other smart dudes, like white or black. That's how I knew I could thrive at this shit. Like, once I really started like playing them Carmels and them Westfields and them Zions, it started like getting me excited, and I got that excitement back that game. Even the game he beat me. I'm like, okay, I got to work on the schedule, one pod, one I'm calling, one I'm back in the lab, one back watching film, and not filming like game film, just filming my me coaching, some of my old practice books. I got like 10 notebooks full of drills, practices. I'm copying all that. I'm giving that to my boy T-Mac, bro. He getting the sauce. But Zionsville, man, them kids go downhill, screen, cut, move, talk, guard, angles, plays, leadership. It's just what a team should look like. And I was just extremely impressed with that coach. So, and he's comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? So it was good coaching against him. And I look forward through the years to see how those players progress. But not only that, through the season, to see how those players progress. And I know, like, they're just going to be good, man. All his players were skilled. You could tell they play with both hands. They play off 2 feet. So it's just, that's that stuff that I be looking for when I see people. Like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Next staff on my list is North Central. Already, you know, one of my favorite guards already is Papi Rivera. Like, little Papi's my guy. You know what I mean? Like, Papi's been a killer. Come from a bloodline of killers. So I'm already rooting for Papi. But if you're a follower of me and you've been knowing me from social media, Kevin Gant has always been one of my favorite coaches. I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. I think his in-game adjustments are spectacular. I think pound for pound, when it comes to benches, I think the 3 strongest benches in Indiana are Ben Davis, Warren, and North Central. And Pike is up there. I'm not going to shit on Pike just because I had, you know, past history with them. Was it? I'm not going to. I like what Pike is doing too. I just didn't get to see him. But if I had to just take a guess, the 3 top staffs in Marion County, well, I had to say 4A because somebody had to come out. Well, I had to do 5. But, like, we'll just go in the mid. In 4A in the mid. North Central, Ben Davis, and Pike. I mean, Warren in no particular order. But what I like about North Central is you got a lot of guys that know what they doing. You know what I mean? And they relate to the kids. And not only that, they one of the one schools, and I think Pike is doing this too, where it's not just you know, some schools need alumni. You know what I mean? Pike, North Central, to some extent, in my opinion, LN, schools like that, I think you need alumni. You know what I mean? And, like, just if I had to rank assistants, they'll probably have 3 guys to be in my top 10. Like, Damon Ellison's one of the best assistants. I like him. Just, you know, no nonsense. He don't play with kids, you know, but he ain't no bully, he ain't no tyrant. He just a guy that love the game, know the game. He ref the game, so he teach it from that angle. Devontae Smith-Rivera is just a brilliant, like, communicator of basketball beside his knowledge, so I rock with him. Gant, Dan Phillips is my guy. So I just like North Central. Like, that's one of the one schools, even if they make a move, I don't agree with it, I respect it. You know what I mean? And their kids just tough. So, like, I'm going to always be a Kevin Gant fan. Like, I just like North Central, man. They just real dudes. Like, it's too much, fluff in the game or people lying to kids. I just like what they do. Next school on my list is Greenfield Central. Coach Meredith, I think that's his name. Like, I've been watching him a long time. He's at Avon. He's been out there a couple of years. Very, energetic, but what makes him a good coach is he calls out things on the fly. Like, what'll make me separate a coach, I really get in my bag, I take a knee by that table is, hey, come down, hey, in and out, right there. And he'll do that in the game too, in-game adjustment. Hey, heads just do this, boop, boop, boop. That's when you coaching, bro. Like, when somebody's standing over there clueless, like they just shocked by electricity and their hair standing up like Albert Einstein, they don't know what the hell they doing, bro. Like, I really love the way that Coach Meredith has a command on his team. His defenses are on a string. To me, that, like, I can watch a great defensive team all day. It can be 17-14. But if they really battling, I don't care. Because, like, his kids are really on a string. His kids play well. They know who the big dog is. They know Mullins is the big dog, but they feed off of him, but they don't play passive. It's not no Jordan-Nets thing. They're my sleeper. Like, I think they're going to beat Mount Vernon in the sectional. I didn't like the hire in Mount Vernon. I'm not going to slander the man, but I just think style. I don't know him personally, but I just think Coach Meredith, just the energy his kids play with, and his assistants are really, really good. I don't know none of them. I haven't had the opportunity to meet any of them by name, but I just watch people and they just move right, they look right, they say the right thing. Hey, in-game adjustment. Kid make a mistake, boom, come here. And you ain't got to get all emotional, man. You know what I mean? Like, some people are generals and some people shouldn't be in the Army. You know what I mean? Like, and they, leadership is about the build up, the confidence, what you got to do, to let people know. I like Greenfield Central a lot. I wish they was a little closer to Indianapolis and not in Hancock County. But I ain't got no beef with your Hancock County. I was just saying, that's far. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I come watch a couple of games, but I'm going to watch a couple of games because I just I like how they get down. Like, me, I don't see the game through black and white. Like, I talk a lot of crap when I'm coaching, white, black, whatever, to anybody to make you mad. But if you can coach and you got 5 white boys, I'm gonna be like, bro, you can coach like a motherfucker, bro. Like, you can coach. If you can coach and you got 5 black dudes, I'm gonna be like, bro, you can coach. If you can coach and you got a rainbow coalition, I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't know where them dudes from, but you can coach. Coaching is universal. Sports is universal. So, like, of course, there's racism in all aspects. But if you're good at what you do and you're passionate about what you do, it can be the equalizer. And I really like the passion and the way those kids relate to him. I think they got something special. They're a very, very sneaky team. I think to get the regional, which I get into more later. When I get in, I talk with some high school guys and stuff. We'll talk more. And the last team I wanted to give a shout to, I watched them for about 15 minutes. I didn't get to see the coach. I didn't get to see, 2 teams I got actually. First one is New Albany. For them to be in a situation where they ain't have a head coach, them kids battle, bro. Like, that's what I was watching. I was watching the Greenfield New Albany game. They battled. They got some studs. They in shape. Kids look like they really care about their bodies. They eat right. One way to turn me off is to have a basketball player look like he eat candy yams for breakfast every day, bro. You cannot tell me you're a hooper and your body look like trash. I'm sorry. I don't do young men with breasts, bro, trying to hoop. Like, you cannot play for me and your body be flabby. I'm sorry. Like, that's just showing me you don't even care. So, like, nah, like, all the players was in shape and they skilled, they tough, they talk, they communicate. They just kind of got that. I always kind of like, a couple of them Southern Indiana schools, especially by Louisville, because they kind of got that, urban toughness. but still like little, country manners and shit like that. Country hospitality, Indiana hospitality, but a little metro toughness. And I like New Albany. They going out to some big fish in the coaching hires. Ain't no secret. I think they going out to Chris Hawkins. They making a home run sales pitch for Chris Hawkins. Chris Hawkins is a brilliant coach. If he gets that job, it may be ugly. I have no insight on if he's staying or going yet, but you'll be the first to know when I know. But from what I saw down there, the boys play hard. And the last team I saw that impressed me, and they lost, was Floyd Central. Fonzo White, brother who's always been about helping others, serving others, just a selfless man, you know what I mean? Good dude, good to see him get a job. And his players just battled. They was getting blown out, and they battled. They didn't give up. They was missing their 3 best players. He got a lot of kids that got a way to go, but he got some that's already there. But he got the support of the whole community. And his kids are energetic and they excited. I walked around, I talked to a couple of parents, I listened to some parents. I got a vibe, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that Floyd Central made that hire to hire that man. I don't think they're gonna regret it. I think he's gonna build something special down there. And, that part of the state is a part that this year we're gonna really focus on, along with the region and Fort Wayne, in the Evansville area. But we just touching corners this year. Gonna see a lot of games, get out and see a lot of games. And I just want people to appreciate, the insight that I try to bring to the game. And, people that I tell you about that, other avenues may not tell you. And I'm not knocking nobody that don't tell you what I tell you, because ain't nobody me. You know what I mean? And I see the game only one way, and that's through the matrix. My matrix. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're dealing with. I'm good. God is good. I've been good. My family's well. My wife is well. I got some big news. I'm not going to announce it yet. I'll probably announce it in the next podcast. I think I'm going to record again a few hours, but I got some big news I'm announced. And then I'm grinding with my son. We in the gym 3 times a day, man. My son, I'm so proud of him. Like, his resilience, his toughness. He's always been a battler. He never gave up. You know what I mean? Even when I ain't the best version of me, he the best version of him. So it's just like, I'm just honored to be his dad. You know what I mean? Like, he chases his dream. People always been trying to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the qualities that I wanted him to have, but then like some of the stuff that I might not like how I deal with shit, he deals with it better. Like that maturity, the perfect balance of me and his mom. So like, he always support his friends. Even if they support him, he be like, man, it's good. Guy got me. I'm like, damn, this dude mature. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give up. So, I just love him. You know what I'm saying? I just wish he just get everything he want in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, being a dad hard, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like being a black man is hard, but like to see your kid prosper, it's good. And like now a lot of people understand me because people were trying to do me wrong, do my son wrong. So tell me one man, not just black man, tell me one man, listen to this, that wouldn't fight for your kid. What kind of man would you be if your kid wasn't getting treated fairly and you just sat there? I'm not saying blow up the building, but you need to speak up. And if the situation ain't good, you need to do what you need to do. So yeah, I'm just really just about that action, man. Sorry for a little break. I had to take care of business. But I just want them to get everything you deserve. Like shit, man. That's my flesh and blood, bro. Shit. Everything I do it for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he fly. You know what I mean? Like, he stand up through things I don't even know if I can handle. Just a battler. Just a guy who's about it. So, that's that. I saw some interesting things. Charlie Hughes, a lot of people scoping my swipe, you know what I mean? Scoping to see me coaching, see me back at it. And then just, clocking my steeds, trying to steal a 2-2 press. Played Brownsburg, dominated. Played Cathedral, dominated. You know what I'm saying? Like, dominated. I don't really count that freshman win at Cathedral. They only play kids they charge $88,000. All the other ones playing JV, so I'd rather play their JV. They was trying to sweat my press, though. That's why I came out of it. You know what I mean? Like, when people start sweating my shit, I come out of it and just play man. Because, like, bro, you don't, what? No, stop watching me. Like, no, you don't get to learn from me. That's a privilege. So, like, I'm happy. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm great, actually. I'm training. We in the gym. You don't have to get in the gym with me. You can stay in the gym with who you want to. And on God, bro, I don't knock other trainers. They just ain't me. Because they doing it to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we're going to come back in tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about, coaching where I coached last year. I'm going to kind of break down, the ups and downs of my year last year, what I liked, what I didn't like, how much I appreciate them young ladies coaching them. I got a few players I want to shout out. And I just got to get that shit out of my chest. Because I just feel like, a couple of them coaches kind of suckers. Like, one, well, you know what I mean? It just wasn't real, you know what I mean? Like, so I just want to talk about it, be fair about it. It's my truth, so you can take it how you want it, but it's mine. And I hope y'all enjoy this podcast, man. If you want to train, you want to develop, I'm very good with IQ, fundamentals, basics. I do team camps. I do AAU camps. I do coaches clinics. I mentor your coaches. I mentor your program. I come in and run a practice for your whole program. You want me to show your program 2-3 traps? I can show them some traps. I can show them some zone traps. I can show you some concepts. I can make you up practice plans. But you just got to talk to me with that dollar, bro. Like, I've been helping too many people. So if it ain't people that's already got help equity with me and they pretty much already been named in this podcast, like, bro, you just got to pay me, bro. I got bills too. You know what I mean? I look good, obviously. I live good, obviously. You know what I mean? I get on planes. People think you got money. They start counting your pocket. Oh, he don't need. No, I need it, bro. Planes ain't free. Planes got gas. Planes ain't running off water and solar power. Trips, bills. I got bills. I might be in chapter 37. Man, pay me for my intellectual property, because what happens is you start doing shit for free, no matter how smart you are, they'll pay somebody dumber than you. So, nah, man, all that advice, nah, bro, like, unless you one of my guys, don't even ring my phone asking me nothing, bro. That's $50. Like, because I just been too good and people been taking it, running with it. So it's just like, y'all do you, I'm going to do me. But I'm going to get this Dome Shade, bro, and I'll see y'all in a minute. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com is the brand. Hope y'all enjoyed this. I only cursed like 3 times, so I'm going to get better. Peace, and I love y'all. Believe in God, man, and believe in yourself. Peace. Love y'all, man. Holla at y'all.